the one who broke the connection, the reason behind Rocksteady Xebeck's fury. Let's talk about this theory in today's video. Right after the intro.
Hello everyone, welcome to Manga Information Channel, Soldo here. Before we dive into today's content, I just want to ask you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That will help the channel grow and reach even more people. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video. Let's go!
Xebeck is the greatest name of the entire Elbaf arc. What an incredible character Oda created. A true legend who, so far, has even overshadowed the future Pirate King, Goldie Roger. And in chapter 1162, we saw unbelievable feats from him, defeating Garling with low difficulty, crushing another Holy Knight, and wiping out a whole horde of demon-transformed celestial families. That chapter ended with Xebeck, Newgate, and Kaido standing before Imusama, who was materializing while using Saturn's body. With that said, we know Xebeck will eventually meet his end in God Valley. Well, unless that theory about him still being alive turns out to be true. However, according to what Sengoku said back in chapter 957, it was Garp and Roger who managed to defeat Xebeck. But wait, why exactly? The easiest explanation would be that it was all a lie, that Imu was the one who defeated him but gave Garp the fame. Yet that doesn't make sense. Here's why. If Imu truly was the one who did it, there'd be no reason to say Roger helped. The fact that the Roger helped part was hidden actually proves it did happen. Roger really did need to assist. But why would he need to help, considering that the Roger Pirates' mission, rescuing Shaki, had already been accomplished? And another thing, despite their rivalry, Roger and Rox weren't exactly mortal enemies. So the most accepted theory is that Imusama used the Dame reverse on Xebeck. But here's what doesn't sit right with me. When the Dom reverse is used, the target falls under Imusama's control. So why would Imu take control of someone as powerful as Xebeck only to discard him right there? Here's my take. Xebeck will break that connection. He'll be overtaken by Imusama, his powers will surge, and his darkest side will surface. Just like what we saw with Dory and Bragi. However, through Xebeck's overwhelming Haki, that link will be shattered. It's similar to what happens in another anime that Oda often draws inspiration from, Dragon Ball, when Babidi tries to control Vegeta, but Vegeta breaks the magician's hold while his hidden power is unleashed. It would be something like that. So yes, Xebeck will be taken over by Imu through the Dom reverse, amplifying his power and unleashing his dark side. But then, through his monstrous Haki, Xebeck will break free from that domination, turning into a true demon, completely out of control in God Valley, capable of annihilating everyone there. That's why Garp will need Roger's help. Not to save the Celestial Dragons as the story says, but to save everyone, even his own comrades. In summary, Xebeck will be overtaken by the Dom reverse, as many believe. But if that were the whole story, Imu would surely have used his new pawn for many other purposes. It makes far more sense that Xebeck manages to break that link, just as Joy Boy's Haki broke Imu's connection with the Gorosei on Egghead. And that way, since the Dami reverse brings out the darkness within people, Xebeck would be utterly insane in God Valley. Even more so if someone dear to him, like Eris, were to die. So, what do you all think about this theory? Does it make sense or not? What's your theory on why Roger and Garp joined forces to defeat Xebeck? Let me know down in the comments. Stay tuned. This week, I'll be dropping more theories about One Piece, especially after that insane chapter 1162. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.